Couple of big, powerful shot makers ready to go here. Match number 2, Justin Wyman and Steven Conklin. Conklin coming off 7 consecutive strikes to end the match and the victory over Angela Glazer. So can Steven keep the momentum? I guess the answer to that is yes.
Yeah, he is pumped up. This is going to be a great match. These two are really evenly matched as far as how they're playing the lane, their rev rates, their ability to throw pins all over the place. I mean, this is going to be a match of wits more than it's going to be a match of physical skill.
41-year-old Justin Wyman from East Rochester, New York, making his Beat the Champ debut. He was our top qualifier with a 793 series to make the show. And as we tell you a little more about Justin, he is a guy who lives in the bowling world, so he will be comfortable where we are here, and getting off to a good strike gets a lot of those nerves right out of the way.
Yeah, he's stuck a little bit there, and it's hard to say whether his feet just got a little quick, because sometimes when your feet are fast and you throw yourself off a little bit, it can feel like a stick or legitimately stuck. Either way, it went Brooklyn. He got away with it, and we have an even match going into frame 2.
So Justin is a pro shop owner in the Rochester area, and Justin works with us here on the Beat the Champ TV production on the production side of things with the set and the lighting. So that's why I say he is familiar with everything that's going on here. Now, that doesn't count the nerves that he might have of finally being on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, that's right. I got the feeling that just by talking to him that this is an exciting moment for him to be in front of the camera as opposed to behind it, and throws the ball absolutely great. I know he's been working on some facets of his game, getting more behind the ball, and that one got in a little bit for him.
Looked like a very late break that took it away from the pockets.
We're dealing with a lot of rev rate here, and he got that in a little bit. But this is the lane here. Almost looked like he wanted to see that one through. This left lane here seems to be Conklin's, like, he's so confident on that left lane. This right lane here that he's coming up on now, he's been a little bit iffy on. So this one here is his Achilles heel on this right lane.
That is 9 in a row from the first match to now, and I don't know that you have seen one of our bowlers be in such a groove earlier than Steven Conklin is right now.
Yeah, he's playing them different. On the right lane, he's getting it all the way out to like the outside boards and bringing it back from out there, where he's keeping it more in the track on the left lane. So he's definitely playing the 2 lanes different. This one's right around 10.
Boy, he is just locked into the pocket right now.
He is, and he's intense.
That is 10 strikes in a row. And again, Niagara Falls, New York native. You can hear the turnout of the crowd. I assume a lot of his buddies and family members are here cheering him on. And it's presenting itself as a very nice atmosphere, and something else that Justin will have to overcome.
Better shot there.
Yeah, such a smooth form for Justin Wyman.
The one thing Justin has, being in the business as deep as he is an intense amount of knowledge. When you are a pro shop operator, you have to know the physics of these bowling balls. You know what they do, and you actually get into a facet of the game that is not everyone can really understand, but can also overcomplicate things for you as well, because you just know too much, and you start getting into the nitty-gritty of, the slightest changes, and that takes away from just executing sometimes.
You know exactly what the ball is supposed to do. Is that part of the challenge of when it always making sure that it does that?
Well, there's just so many things that you think bowling is an easier sport than it is. There's so many factors to it. And when you talk about equipment, this has become such a technology game that having the right ball in your hand can give you another messenger. I think that was a triple slap too right there. You get into you get into the surfaces and you get into centers of gravity and all of these things that, your average bowler who comes in to buy a bowling ball is just looking for something, either goes long or it hooks early. Yep.
Oh,
he's
that was a triple slap.
Wow.
You're right. You saw that.
He's going to hurt himself. He's hitting them pretty hard.
Fifth frame. Steven Conklin looking for his fifth strike. Got it.
Well, in our production meeting, it was mentioned that there was a possibility of someone shooting a 300 or getting really close to it because the great carry this house has. And, the pins fly here. So sometimes.
Yeah, I think we've seen that all right.
Yeah.
I've seen pins moving faster than the water going over Niagara Falls right now.
The scores are typically pretty high here.
So now Justin, as he hits the fifth frame, has to know that there's not a lot of margin for error.
That's true, but the way I look at this is there's a first half of the game and the second half of the game, and the second half of the game doesn't always match the first half of the game, so just stay with it. I mean, as intense as Steve is, and as great as this looks, we're just talking about the difference between a spare and a strike. Justin's got 4 out of 5 strikes. Just got to stay with it.
20 career 300 games, a high 824 series for Justin Wyman, who has been bowling not quite 2 years old like Steven, but picked up that bowling ball at about 5 years old and has been going ever since.
Well, he's got a genuine love for the game and an extreme amount of knowledge.
He didn't like that, did he?
No, that one got all the way to the lip. He missed that one right.
As you'll see, he dropped to his knees as soon as he threw it. He knew it right there.
Well, sometimes on a house shot, if you can hope the dry boards will help you. And in this case, he just over-skated through his target, and it didn't have enough time to come back. But there's always that hope on these house shots. You miss in a little bit, it gives you a little hold. You miss right, it's going to come back for you. That was just a little bit too much to the right.
All right, so a little work to do here for a spare in the sixth frame. You see the sleeper there. And he gets them both. So again, a good spare for Justin, but he's battling a guy who hasn't missed a pin yet. We'll come back for the conclusion of this one right after this. Sixth frame for Steven Conklin. He has not missed yet. He has struck out the first 5 frames, and now his streak from his first match, the win over Angela Glazer, is up to 12 in a row.
And that would be considered an Andy Verapapa 300.
Make it 13. Now, wait, what's when you get a 300 game over 2 matches like that?
That's right. When you get 12 in a row, but it comes in between. But it comes in 2 games.
I love that. Bonus points if you if you get like a 300 and a half, right? Is that And a pensive Justin Wyman looks on.
I think he closed his eyes on this one.
I think he doesn't want us to look anymore. Probably not a bad idea to have closed his eyes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
A little scary.
Yeah, scary is right.
Look at that intensity.
Look at that. 14 consecutive strikes over 2 matches now for Steven Conklin. He's perfect through 7, and now Justin Wyman just has to keep putting the pressure on him.
So you are watching 2 very talented bowlers right here. This is such a nice game.
And Justin says, I can do that too. We got a kick out of it. As before we went to the break there, we took that shot at Justin, and he kind of put his hand up. I think that's just a normal reaction of him cueing the crowd, because that's what he normally does when he works on our broadcast. We don't need him to do that today, but he did it anyway.
He's a company man.
He is. Those old habits do die hard. So. And again, it's been fun. Justin's such a great guy to work with, and for him to have this cool moment in the sun is something that he's been looking for all year long, and we're excited that he's got it. And he's bowled well, but unfortunately he's bowling against a guy who is lights out right now. Yep, and
this
pesky 10 pin
didn't
holds
quite
up.
go the way Justin was hoping. He was very excited about making this TV show, and he'll certainly be on another. But
well, he's going to be on every one.
Now people will be able to pick him out of the crowd.
That's right.
Didn't know who he was before, but now you'll see him.
And if you come to one of our tapings, which we encourage you to do, as you can clearly hear, it is a fun atmosphere. Justin is the guy that's going to tell you when to clap and when to cheer, and all the other stuff that he does as our stage manager. And I think the reality probably is set in a little bit for Justin right now.
Sure.
Is he's bowled well, but as you know, there's no defense in this sport, and right now there's no stopping Steven Conklin.
Right.
Perfect through 7. Make it 8.
Yeah, you know what? And when someone is posting all these strikes up against you, it may make you try to make a little bit of a change here and there. That put a little strain into your game, trying to force a situation because you have to strike. I mean, you're no longer in a situation where if you leave a 10-pin, you're okay. You just make it, because when someone's got 4, 5, 6 strikes against you, it changes your mindset, because you are in must-strike situations every time you go up. But now, you know, Steven is just so locked in and so intense.
9th frame. Nine frames, 9 strikes for Steven Conklin.
Steven has made it through 2 matches without not striking on this left lane. And
Boy,
that one was the prettiest of them all.
He is locked in. We have not had a 300 game here on Beat the Champ. The best we had was a 289 from C.J. Buttery at the Tonawanda Bowling Center a couple of months ago. But we have not had, we've had him in qualifying, but we have not had one on the show. And we're going to go to the 10th frame with Steven Conklin trying to be the first guy to do it. And you know what? The TV guy deep inside of Justin will enjoy sitting back and watching the drama of it.
And I think Justin wants to just bowl fast and get out of his way, because he's going to cheer for a moment like shooting 300 on TV. So he just want to bowl and let Steven get up.
Look, he's telling the ball return to speed up because he wants to get out of the way. And again, he will understand the drama about to happen, and I know he'll enjoy sitting and watching it.
Well, now we can get our Justin back, because he's been wound up like a top today.
Yes, he has. And again, we're happy to have him back on the TV side. We're bummed for him that this didn't go the way that he wanted to, but we are happy to get him back on our side now. So Justin is able to pull off that spare, and there's a little clap of the hands and a slap to his opponent. So it's a 194 for Justin Wyman, but Justin and everybody else are going to sit back and see if Steven Conklin can finish this off. 10th frame, perfect so far. Watch and listen.
Great shot.
There's one. Oh, the crowd is liking it. Why not? Hometown guy. Bowls in a league here at the Rapids Bowling Center, about to do something on television that you just don't see very often, and it's still one of the most amazing things to watch on TV, no matter how much you're into this sport or not.
All right, this is the first time we would have the front 11 if he can pull this off. Ooh, got that right. All right.
Oh, he got it lucky a little bit too.
Yep, he got that a little bit to the gutter, but it came back and got the light swisher hit. So he does have a little bit of room out there, which you definitely want to see.
All right, here we go for a perfect game here on Beat the Champ for the first time ever. 10th frame. Steven Conklin.
I like it.
He's got it!
Well, our producer called it. He said we would have a 300 today, and we didn't have to wait very long.
Joe Ciccone, you are a genius. And how much fun was this to watch? Steven Conklin, watch it. How many slaps do we get now? We don't need any. We just need the arms raised and the slap of the hands and of the fans that came on to cheer him here in Niagara Falls. What a moment. We'll take a timeout because Steven's got more bowling to do. What a moment here at the Rapids Bowling Center.